Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Appreciate you coming out. We're still checking out the Mayaca City Hall, the Jonnie's Junk Time Hall. So we ended up getting 4 mowers. I've gone through 2 mowers so far. I decided to grab the Troy-Bilt next. I went ahead and put this carb from the Honda in the ultrasonic cleaner. It was pretty well filled up with crap. 2 passes on the ultrasonic softened that up. I really didn't have to do anything. It did it on its own. So I got to put this carb back together. The biggest surprise of the lot was on this. There was no blade or adapter, and it was missing the handle bolt. So this Troy-Bilt was the roughest of them all. Roughest in the sense of parts missing body-wise, and deck integrity. It's fine. It was just missing a lot of parts. So haven't messed with any of the 2-cycle stuff, and I've lubed up the 2 vintage bicycles, the 3-speed and the 10-speed. I'm gonna advertise those. So Jonnie said there was fuel in it. He thought the fuel looked rough. This had fired off with Super Tech. So I've got my turkey baster in an empty 1-gallon container. Let's see what it looks like. We're going to do a carb clean anyway. This one had no air filter. I got a new air filter to put on it. So just by looking at it, and it fired off, this $15 unit's not looking too bad. Okay, go to the lowest part of the tank. Nice long draw, and it's already looking brownish, and there is debris down there, so this gas is looking pretty old. With some water, it's starting to separate. Here, I'll show you. I'll do one more draw. There's not very much left in this tank. So small water layer down there, some debris, and the gas is very dark. As dark as buffalo urine. So let's tear this thing apart. 8mm on the 3 holding the recoil. Take the recoil off so we can get the tank off. So far, so good. I'm glad I left the 2 Tecumseh Toros out there, because those just would have sat. This is a 2013, by the way, and looking at the recoil, it's got the straight pawl set up, and the pawls aren't worn. This machine has not had a lot of use because these pawls will wear out. I've had them where there have been stubs where they wear out so much they don't even make contact with the cup anymore. But this one here is in great shape. So this thing's been sitting. The model number 11 Alpha dash Alpha 2300711. Assembled in USA from US and Global Components. Beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. Yep, 2013. So let's get going. There's a lot of noise down the street. Somebody's having solar panels installed. So there's been 3 guys working. They've got these mountaineering helmets on with chin straps. I guess if they fall off the roof and land on their head, they won't become incapacitated. So they seem to be a professional outfit. Lately, there's been salesmen coming door to door trying to push this solar thing. So they're not selling vacuums, they're trying to sell solar panels. Maybe this neighbor of mine thought it was a fantastic idea. He's got a metal roof, so they're screwing the brackets to the metal roof and then putting the panels on the brackets. So they've been there all day. Now they're just getting ready to put panels on the brackets. So maybe it's a one-day deal. They work until dark to get them all installed. We'll let the tank gravity drain into my container. Since I have the 8 on, 8s are the 2 outside sheet metal screws. You can tell my battery's getting a little tired. I'll have to charge it tonight. Okay, the carb just slides off. I start with the linkage to the thermostatic choke wafer first. Get that one off. And then the throttle linkage. I'll point you down. The company is called Freedom Forever. The installation company. Okay, 7mm to get the bowl nuts off. Bowl nuts are the wider screw with the big head on it. Okay, now I'm gonna pop off the bowl. I didn't bring my big screwdriver. I'm gonna try to cheat with my channel locks. And I couldn't cheat, so let me get the big Stanley wide screwdriver. The Stanley number 20. Stick it in that gap and twist. More crappy gas. The main jet's all varnished up. I can't see through it. It's got shellac on it. So that needs some attention. Get my gas container out of the way. Okay. Sorry. I had to get a screwdriver. I'm going to pop the cartridge off. This thing doesn't want to pop off. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of gunky. The secondary jet's got some gooberization as well. I'm going to get a wire and clean that out a little bit better. You know it's old gas when it burns, gets on your hand. Fresh gas doesn't burn. Okay, I'm getting some wire picks and some nitrile to soften up that shellac. My picks are elsewhere because I was working on 2-cycle stuff recently, but I can come up with something here in a jiffy. Hope you guys are doing good. You got a Santa's list put together for tools for the shop or tools for the shade tree. You shade tree mechanics out there like me. Yeah, the main jet feels like it's blocked up. Let me soften it up with a little nitro. I'll shoot it down the back side. Okay, little there. Let me start picking it. The mail lady was here earlier and left me a big box from California. I had ordered some carbs on Temu. They were cheap. I can't pass them up. Like $4 or $5 each. So maybe I'll show you those if we have time. Okay, that's cleared out. I could see through the back to the plastic. Let me poke the secondary out, and I'll spray a little nitro in there and soften it up. Okay. Okay, that's good on that. Okay, I'm happy with how that works. Okay, my needle's moving up and down when I'm moving the float. So maybe I'll do a little blast of nitro into the intake tube here. Let that pour through the needle. Give it a gentle blast of air. It stinks. Stinkometers up there. Let me blast out the gas tank with some compressed air and we'll start putting it back together. Okay, that seemed to be good enough. I still see something down there, but it should make a big difference. Okay, let's put the cartridge back together. Yeah, they're really clamping the thing together. I'd be nervous having a metal roof and a bunch of new screws drilled into the metal roof. I hope it don't leak. Would a metal roofs last 30 years? Probably the panels will be outdated by 30 years from now. Okay, this gasket's a little swollen. I'm kind of tucking it in. Okay, not bad. I think we did it on that one. Make sure the screws got the washers on them. Okay, that's that. Do my linkages. Choke linkage first. Throttle linkage. My O-ring and white keeper stayed in place, so I'm going to put it right onto the intake tube. So that's looking good. Nothing's binding. Get my tank started on the tracks. Now get the fuel line lined up. Push it down and then push the fuel hose on. Whew. My hands are going to smell like an old junkyard for the next couple days. That stink is hard to get rid of. Okay, since I got the 7mm on the impact, I'm going to go with the screws right into the plastic carb. Get rid of the 7, put the 8 on. Now it's time for the 2 sheet metals. Okay, recoil time, and I'm going to grab my non-ethanol fuel and fuel this fine machine. Clucky thinks we're doing a good job, and that's all that matters. This one checked out with oil. I kind of moved the wheel so it would sit flat on my table and not roll off. And yeah, we got oil. goes there. Yeah, this thing looks pretty good. I don't think it had much use. Like I said, the pawls had very little wear on the plastic. Usually there's an indentation where it keeps hitting the cup all the time. This one, these here were perfectly straight with no gouges. See how much I can spill. A little bit. About half a tank, plenty to get it to start. We'll drop this down. Probably roll it forward. I'll have more room. We can Lawrence Carroll clean it at another time. It's not going to take much. And I'll do my engine case spray painting. This one needs it. It's got the oxidation showing on the aluminum. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. People see that and think it's a machine from 2013. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Little preview. Yeah, not bad. It is kind of dull, but with some automatic transmission fluid, after it's washed, it'll shine that up. So that's going to be a good one. Okay, we've got to start taking bets. How many pulls? I say 2 pull. 2 pull Polly. Landscaping crews pulling up next door. He's got a 0 turn, bunch of still weed whackers. Looks pretty professional to me. Oh, he kept going. He said, oh, not today. I know he cuts there. He just eyeballed it and split. Huh. Probably thought, doesn't need it today. We'll leave it for a week. Grass isn't growing. Keep the wheels turning. Yeah, they usually skip in the wintertime. Grass isn't growing. Don't cut it if it don't need it. Okay. We got fuel, automatic choke. We know we got oil. It's just a pull and go. Oh, somebody had this wrapped around the handle. They were using it as a clip for the safety brake. Tie this off so they don't have to keep holding the brake bar down. Okay. One pull Annie. Okay, this is the one that Jonnie started. It smoked, had a lot of exhaust smoke. So it was smoking here after we fixed it. That was a one puller. That was good. I thought it might be two, but one pull Annie, a little bit of oil burn off there, and then it quit. So I call that a good deal. That's my spiel. Okay, I've got my box that was just delivered. I'm going to bring you over to the lift table, and we're going to open this fine specimen and see what came out of California. Oh, just kick you in the knee. So that was a good one on the Troy-Bilt. Okay, let me lift this thing up. I know it's a carbs, maybe a carburetor kit, I think, something. They emailed me today, said it's on the way. Tip your postal carrier when they deliver it. I did tip my regular carrier last week. Show my appreciation. Sometimes you can jam it into the box, but sometimes you've got to get out and get exercise. So why not tip them? Okay, so we got a shitty shitload of carburetors here. I'd have to open them up and figure out. Okay, these two are the same number. This isn't. Then we got a small box here. Yeah, this is going to take something. Yeah, 047 on all these boxes, so those are all the same. Let me just get rid of the duplicates. 47. I think I maybe ordered 4 different type. 4747. Oh, I ordered a shitload of them, whatever they are. Let's keep going. 4747. Holy cow, I got enough carburetors here for a couple years. Is that an 11? Okay, already got an 11. Whoever taped this up just kept going. They said, oh, it's lunchtime. We're going to keep plowing ahead. Okay, there's 11. 11. Just looking at the product number here. Some more 11s. Here's an 11. This seems like it's a bigger box. Yep, 76. I think I ordered some Honda carbs. These might be them. 76. 11. We already have an 11 out. 76. We have one of those out. 11. We have an 11 out. Is this 01? Yep. 76, we have one of those out. 169, that's a different number. 76, we have one of those. 76 and 01. Okay, so let's put the lid down and open up this stuff. Okay, 01, we got that. 47, 169, 76. So I think there's four different numbers. Are you with me? So I got like 4 of these, whatever they are. Oh, okay. Still, I could tell from the tank hose, that's a still blower carb. Okay, that's nice. I'll take those. Okay, 76. We got a couple of the 76s, not many. Let's see what those are. A couple of gaskets want to fall out, some fuel line. Oh, home light. I recognize these. Weed whacker, and they gave you a tool. Maybe a D tool. An extra bulb down there, some fuel line. A couple of these kits were under $5. I don't know which ones they were, but I know I paid like $4.35 for some of these, and maybe $5 or $6 for the other ones. That's why I took them all. Oh, I recognize this. Yeah, because I had a handle break off of here. So they wanted so much for the handle, I just went ahead and bought a whole carb. I think the plastic handle was more than everything. That's a home light. So filter, fuel filter, air filter. So that was good. Yeah, so I got a couple of these. Okay, what's this one? I got a shitload of these 047s. Looks like 8 or 10 boxes. What are they? Oh yeah, these were the Honda carbs. Oh, designed in Japan. For a minute there, I thought I was getting something quality. So the funny story with these is I was looking for the still carbs, and a price popped up on my search, and it was pretty cheap for the whole kit. And I said, holy cow. So what they had done is they had put the still number on the description, but if you looked, the picture was actually a Honda carburetor. They had mislabeled it. So it was actually showing that it should be a still carburetor, but it was for a Honda, and this was $5. Get a hose, and this might be for like a generator or something, but I don't need that. What I would do if I needed to change the throttle or choke linkage, how it's set up, I would just pull off the wafer, put what I need on here, because the body's always the same. Basically, you got the drain here, the bowl nut, the holes are going to be the same width apart. So I just interchange if I have to, if I'm in a pinch and can't get the exact carb in my selection, I'll go to what I have and make do, in other words, just by changing the choke or throttle. Anyway, so I thought that was okay. I can use these, like I said, in any application. Okay, so that's it. That's all I got for you. Appreciate you coming out. Clucky and I are going to put all this stuff away. He's tired, wants to go roost for the night. I'm going to continue to refresh with a little lemon lime soda. Coffee time's done for today. It's soda. Okay. I'll probably do a couple more for you. We'll look at this hyper crap turd, which is pretty oily. Can't even see the labeling on it. And this one here is going to need a bulb. There was some blue tape on the bulb, so we're going to have to rectify that. I have replacements. Apparently it wasn't priming or leaking. Maybe it was leaking from the primer bulb. They had it on there for a reason, so I don't know yet. On the 2016, could be some sort of fuel issue. Okay, thanks for coming out. Johnny's junk is coming along. Happy so far. No big surprises except for the Troy-Bilt with no adapter or blade. But I'm going to go right now and take the model number and get what I need. See you guys. Adios, amigos. Tip your waitress and waitstaff. Nitro. Nitro, nitro.